Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading, and this is a reading for Gemini Sun, Moon and Rising for May 2021. And keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it might not resonate with all of you, and if it doesn't, feel free to check your other placements here in the channel as well. So Gemini, I already got your cards in the pre-shuffle, so we can start. And every month, I always open up the card that represents you and the card that represents your environment. But today, my guides asked me to, instead of opening up your environment, we are opening up here your shadow side. And what is the shadow side? This is an energy that is lurking in the shadows that you're not acknowledging, be it from yourself or from someone else. But this is just something that is still having some influence in the outcome, having some influence throughout this month, but it's not being seen. It's in the shadow, okay? So we are gonna open up both of them. Oh, wow, okay. So you, Gemini, you are coming up as the Six of Air here. And this is the Six of Swords. And I like the Six of Swords because this is a card that says everything that is in the past is in the past. I have gone through my transformation. I have gone through the battle, the pain, the healing afterwards, and I'm now moving towards calmer shores. But then what we have here in the shadow side is the card Transformation, which is the card Death in the regular Rider-Waite tarot. Here this is the good tarot, and they call this Transformation. So Gemini, this for me is a bit funny, but it's very clear the message that we are having here right now, which is the Six of Air tells me that for you as the Gemini, how you are showing up, you're like, the transformation is over, the battle is over, the karma is paid, you know, I can just move on and be happy. But in the background, you are still transforming, and I think you're not even acknowledging. There are things that are still transforming, patterns that are still breaking, things that you still need to work on, patterns that are still there and that are being transformed. That's actually what I like. The transformation is still happening. This is not something that is saying you still have to work on all these things and you're not acknowledging your patterns. No, actually, I feel like the transformation is happening. There's something in you here that is changing. But you are not acknowledging. You're not seeing that this change is still happening. For you, it's over. For you, that transformation, that karma is already paid and it's over. And you're just moving towards calmer shores. But not completely. There is something here that is still coming to an end. Okay, Gemini. And this for me makes a lot of sense because the sun is right now in Taurus, which is your 12th house, especially if you have a Gemini rising. Okay, so the sun is moving towards your 12th, is moving through your 12th house. But also if you are a Gemini sun, so Gemini suns and rising especially, you are going through this time in which the sun is illuminated the house of the unconscious. And that's the time of the year in which we pay more karma, in which transformation happens, because the sun is illuminating a part of us that is holding all of those patterns that we are not completely aware of. What happens in the 12th house is hidden from us. It's the unconscious mind. And next month, well, actually in May, around 21st of May, the sun will move to the sign of Gemini. And then it will move into your first house. And I think that then many of these patterns, many of these things that have been transformed this month, they will come more to the foreground with this transformation card. But right now, this transformation is happening on the background. Right now, with the Six of Swords, I think that you think that it's dead, done, over with. You know, all this karma, all this transformation, all these things that have been happening since the last eclipse. Because we had the last eclipse in your zodiac, so it started triggering many things, putting many things in motion. Okay, if you have your moon in Gemini, so it started triggering how you deal with your emotions, how you process your emotions. What is comfort for you? What are your sense of comfort? Okay. So this last eclipse just triggered so many things. And yeah, Gemini, it's not completely over yet, okay? There are some few things to be still wrapped up here with the transformation card. So let's see what we have for the month for you. The Strength in the reverse, okay? The High Priestess, oh, that's nice. Ah, the Five of Swords in the reverse. Okay, Gemini, I love this already. I love the beginning of your reading. The Three of Swords, yes. The Hierophant right in the middle of your reading. The Eight of Wands. Okay, Gemini, I'm very happy for you. It's finally some very good readings have been coming up for you. I remember that especially until December, January, you had some pretty tough readings, but things are definitely clearing out for you right now. Beautiful. Two of Cups. The Justice in the reverse and the Tower in the reverse. Okay. This Tower and this Justice are interesting. They are not speaking to me yet. We'll see when we get there. But I already love how we open up your reading here with the Strength in the reverse, the High Priestess, and the Five of Cups in the reverse. Because it definitely talks about this period that this period that you have been coming from. So the Strength in the reverse shows me how powerless you felt in the past. That's the feeling that the Strength in the reverse is telling me here. The situation was completely out of your control. Whatever the situation was, even if it was yourself, even if it was your own emotions, okay? If it was about how you feel, how you handle situations, or if this was a person, if this was someone else, if this was a project, if this was a plan, this is just a card of, since it's coming in the reverse, this is a card of being completely out of control of whatever was going on around you. You were feeling completely powerless. You had no control over anything. Things were just crashing around you and you had to sit and watch without being able to do anything. So if this was a person that no matter how hard you tried, you just could not make things work. If this was a project that no matter how hard you tried to accomplish, it just kept going wrong. If this was a job that you were applying for, and no matter how much you studied, how much you prepared yourself, you just kept not getting it. Or if this was your emotions, if you came from a time of a lot of stress, of anxiety, then it just seemed so out of control, just being engulfed, being overtaken by those emotions, not being able to deal with anything. Okay, this is a lot of powerlessness. But then we move to the High Priestess of you acknowledging, seeing through the veil, seeing beyond that, seeing what that situation was trying to teach you. Because that situation was definitely trying to teach you something. And with the High Priestess, you saw it. Finally, you saw it. You saw what you needed to do, and look at where it took you. It took you to the Five of Cups in the reverse, which I love. It took you towards stop crying over spilled milk. Stop pitying yourself for things not being working. Just letting go of that need to control. Letting go of that mourning that you have been going through. So you have, if you were still suffering for the loss of something, I see that you completely overcame that. It's like one day you get up, and I know I can talk to you like this, Gemini. It's like one day you just got up and you said like, let me stop with this drama. You know? It's like, you know, when we all go through this, you know, when we are so tied up and so involved in our own self-pity that we keep crying, oh, poor me, why did I go through that? Why things never go my way? And then one day we wake up and we realize how petty we have been. And we just say, oh my God, I'm tired of myself now. Like, let me just stop making this drama. And then you snap out of it. That's exactly what I see happening here. And I'm not saying this in a bad way or in a judgmental way, anything like that. It's like, we all go through this. We just realize sometimes how much drama we have been doing for nothing. And then we are like, oh, can't believe I was making a drama out of that. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. And look at, again, where it has taken you. You suffered the suffering. You felt the pain. And I know that for Gemini, it's hard to feel unless you have some very watery elements in your chart. It's hard to feel for Gemini, right? Because Gemini is connected with the mind. Is a sign, is an air sign, and it's ruled by Mercury. So it's connected with the mind. It rationalizes everything. But I see that you allowed yourself to suffer it, to go through the suffering, go through the feeling, to feel powerless, to feel out of control, to completely surrender to that. And it has taken you to a much more mature instance with the Hierophant here, of being grounded, being sitting in yourself. And this is so interesting because right now the sun is in Taurus and Hierophant is a card of Taurus. And we had the Hierophant for Aries, Taurus, and now you. So you are the third reading that I am recording and the third reading that has the Hierophant. But you are the first zodiac for which I actually like the Hierophant. I actually really like the energy that the Hierophant is giving me. And it's sitting right in the middle of the reading, right under the High Priestess. So that awareness has taken you to a place of power, a place of groundedness, of being rooted, staying in the moment, being confident in yourself, coming out of the mind a little bit, which is something so hard for Gemini, and being in the moment. And this is taking you places, Gemini. With the Eight of Wands, you are moving forward and you are moving fast. You are moving very fast. And it's taking you towards something that is real. Yeah, you felt powerless. You felt out of control. You could not control someone else. You could not control a situation. You could not have what you wanted. And you suffered it. You accepted it. And look at where it's taking you, towards the Two of Cups. A true counterpart. And I don't always read the Two of Cups as romance, as a romantic counterpart, but here I'm getting strong vibes of romantic counterpart. So especially if you are single, if you are already in a relationship, this can be just a renewal of commitment, a higher level of commitment, or regaining a sense of happiness that you might have been missing in your current relationship. But especially if you're single, accepting all that is actually taking you to a true counterpart. But as I said, with the transformation card here, which was happening in the shadow side. I'm sorry, let me get some water. Oh, sorry, loud noise. With the transformation card here in the shadow side. And then we have the Tower in the reverse here and the Justice in the reverse. As I said, I don't think that everything is healed. You did a huge job here. You took a great step, okay? You are doing really well, Gemini. But there is still some transformations that need to happen. There is a tower here that needs to fall, that hasn't fallen yet, okay? So I don't know what this month is holding up for you, but I would expect the unexpected here, okay? I think there is something else still for you to see. There's something here to happen. There is a pattern to be broken. There is a transformation to be completed because of the Justice card as well. Things are not completely in balance. There is still something that is still out of balance. There is a situation that still needs one final. It's like putting a final nail in the coffin. This is the image that I'm having, and it's silly, but this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this coffin, and all the nails have been down already, and there's just one spot and one less nail. And it's almost like we look at that and say like, yeah, but it's closed enough, you know? I don't need to put that one final nail because it's closed. It's not gonna open itself. I don't need to put that, but there is something here that still needs to happen. There is one final nail in the coffin that even though you think you don't need to place, that you think you don't need to hammer down, you still need to, in order to completely bring the situation to a balance, for this Justice to come up. Because right now this Justice is in the reverse. But as I said, the whole reading is super positive. It's amazing. It's just that there is still this last thing, this last transformation, this last tower that needs to fall. And this will be different for all of you. I have no idea what this tower moment is for each one of you. But I would expect some final changes, some final confrontations, some final meetings in the month of May, because there is one last thing here that needs to come to an end. Okay, Gemini? So Gemini, let's get some oracle cards for you. So Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace. Okay. So I would especially say, Gemini, if this transformation that is still going in the shadow side, if this is a confrontation that needs to happen with someone, have grace. Okay? Don't destroy this person. If this tower is related to, let's say, for instance, if it's an ex that comes back to talk to you one last time, you don't need to be rude. You can speak your truth with grace, okay? But don't be elegant. That's the thing. Be elegant. The Turkey spirit is giving me this elegant energy. Whatever this transformation is here, go through it with elegance, with grace. Okay, Gemini? Abundance. For sure, I mean, we saw it. We saw with this Two of Cups. I really think that those dog days are over. You know, all that very tough time that happened for you last year has really come to an end, which makes a lot of sense because Saturn and Jupiter are in the sign of Aquarius, so they are making a trine to your zodiac, you know, since the beginning of the year. They are making a trine with your sign. So you are feeling much more stable, much more abundant. Things are flowing much more easily to you right now. And let's get one last message for you, Gemini. Just to close off your month and your reading. The Seeker. And for me, this is the card of Gemini because you are ruled by Mercury, as I said, and the Seeker is a card of researching, of observing, of discovering new things, of being brave, of just going through it. So also embrace this energy of being curious, of being adventurous in your life, with your surrounding, with new people. Just experience them, enjoy them, discover them, cherish them. I think that this is a month that it will be great for you to just go forward with it and experience new things, new places. Also with that Eight of Wands that we have here, this is a card of moving forward. This is a card of seeing new things. Okay, so with that Seeker, embrace this abundance, embrace the curiosity, embrace the openness. Okay, Gemini? So this is all I have for you this month, and I hope you enjoyed. And if you like this reading, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. When you give a thumbs up to this reading, to the video, it really helps YouTube to call more people to engage with it. It increases the visibility of the video, and it really helps the channel to grow. So give a thumbs up. Gemini, I'll see you next month. Take care. Bye-bye.